Welcome to the Sour Studios Racing Series. It is the first ever Siagow Network 500 for this return of the Sour Studios Racing Series. After 3 seasons and 3 divisions, and even at 1.5 divisions and numerous side divisions, we scale down to 1 division featuring 26 drivers, but only 15 can qualify into the race. We have 23 drivers here. And already some problems with our live streaming. Some live streaming problems and implications, but it seems like it is all right. Let's take a look here. Yeah, okay. All right, let's take a look, and there we go. It appears that we have fixed the waiting for camera on the screen. So we are ready to go. Single car qualifying, one of the big changes that we have found. So, guys, we got to line up in turn 3 all the way down the back of the back straightaway. Look at all these cars. We got 1, 2, 3. Back up a little crazy. All the way to I don't want anyone to touch the white line. All right, everyone's lining up. Look at all these drivers. We took a look at some of the greatest drivers of all time in Sour Studios' recent history. And it appears our first car is qualifying. That would be Timmy Is Gone, currently on the racetrack. But he did not get the word to go yet, so Timmy, it looks like, will be starting first. But basically, you just have to click qualify all our racers and go to the back straightaway and just line up at the end of the line. So we'll see what happens here. We're ready to get going. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23 drivers here ready to qualify. Basically, whoever's next in line, just go whenever I say go. Basically, it's after. Now, you get 2 laps of qualifying. 2 laps of qualifying. That's an out lap, which will be turn 3, 4, and then 2 laps starts once you cross the start-finish line. Next car in line can go once that qualifier crosses the finish line for the first time, begins their second lap. So you're going to have 2 laps basically here. All right, crazy, you can go. Here we go. Single car qualifying. It's skill. It's going to be insane. It's going to be, who knows what will go on here for the return of the Sour Studios Racing Series. Mr. Crazy Bubba takes the green flag for the first time. He's going to have 2 laps here. This will be our first qualifier. Has he Ooh, look at this. A very, very, very good line. Wrapping the inside perfectly. Perfect wrappage of the inside line there. And now what's he going to do in turns 3 and 4? He's going to have 1 more lap after this. All right, white flag in the air. Timmy is gone. You can go. Timmy. Yep, make sure, guys, we're paying attention. We can't have any failures with the system. Crazy on his final lap. And Timmy is gone, about to begin his first lap. As we can see here, Crazy, top of the board right for now. Timmy begins his first lap. After this, it's going to be Paddywick once Timmy crosses the line for the first time. And once you're done with your 2 laps, just delete your car. Timmy is gone down the back straightaway. Yeah, full throttle qualifying pretty much what it seems so far. Timmy on the apron. A struggle there. He's still on the apron. Losing tons of speed. And luckily, he gets another lap. We're kind of seeing 2 laps. All right, Paddywick go. Paddywick go. Paddywick going to go now. For his. Timmy on his white flag lap now. As we'll watch Paddywick. Timmy hoping to get a better lap this time around. And we're going to go to the front straightaway here and take a look at our timing board. And Crazy is going to beat Timmy for the pole lap. 0.3 of a second faster. So big time lap for Crazy. It's looking like we're going to get 8 DNQs. Paddy, we're cutting it close to those cars. After Paddywick, Adorable Jackson will go. Paddywick up the racetrack a little there. He's going to get one more time to do it. All right, Adorable Jackson, you can go. And Adorable Jackson gets his number 3, Five Nights at Freddy's The Movie scheme Chevrolet going. Paddywick now on his last lap. A very good wrappage in turns 1 and 2, but here comes Adorable Jackson in the number 3. Oh, Jackson going to get on the apron a little there. Might slow him down just a bit, but otherwise good. Paddywick through 3 and 4 for the final time. And he's going to cross the line right there. He's going to end up 3rd on the board. Will it be enough to make the race? That's the real question. Adorable Jackson makes his way through turns 3 and 4. And now it's going to be Braxton. Braxton can go. Adorable Jackson going to get on the board for the first time. We'll have to see where he ends up. It's going to be his white flag lap now. And this is the first time we've ever done single car qualifying. Actually, that is false. We have done it before. In the Sour Studios Legend Series, we have attempted single car qualifying with that. I believe that was 1 lap, though. Braxton makes his way through. Adorable Jackson going to cross the start-finish line. Where is he going to end up? 2nd on the board out of the 4 cars so far. Next, all right, it looks like here. Braxton up the racetrack big time. Problems there. He's going to get one more chance. Colt and the number 47 can go now. Braxton, trouble there in turns 3 and 4. And 8 drivers are going to miss this race. And he's now on the inside apron. Some challenges here for Braxton. But remember, if you DNQ, your DNQ position, say you got 16th out of the 15 qualifiers, you get more points than that who qualifies 23rd. So you're still racing. Lap times are your results here for the cars further back in field. Braxton, a much better turn 4 than last time. We'll see where it ends up for him. He ends up 4th out of 5 cars so far. Braxton, delete your car. And Colt currently going now. And after, it will be Nathan the Dennis fan up next. Nathan, you can go. And Colt's first lap going to put hard to see there where he ends up. But Colt on his 2nd lap now. A really good wrappage of the inside line. Not even touching the apron. As we see, that is Nathan the Dennis fan. On his qualifying lap, he enters turn 1 and 2. Nathan, one of those drivers who came from D3, going to make his D1 debut basically here. And it was a solid turns 1 and 2 for him. What will he be able to have here? Colt going to cross the start-finish line. And he can delete his car. Not sure where he ends up, though. Making our way through the line right now. Hess Truck Boy, you can go. Nathan the Dennis fan now on his white flag lap. As Hess Truck Boy gets his car going their way in turns 3 and 4 on the screen. Nathan the Dennis fan hoping to qualify into the race. Hess Truck Boy now begins his set of laps. Let's take a look at our board. It's Nathan the Dennis fan currently sitting last on the board. Hess Truck Boy through 3 and 4, up the racetrack a little. Bat, you can go. Hess clocks in. Colt was 2nd there. Nathan ends up last. So, unfortunate for Nathan the Dennis fan. And Bat now makes his way coming to the green flag for the first time for him. Hess Truck Boy. Up the racetrack again for Hess Truck Boy. Maybe some struggles for Hess. He ends up 6th on the board. Oh no, Hess Truck Boy, problems maybe. And here comes Bat through the corner. Not a great lap for Hess Truck Boy, but he is able to beat 2 other drivers. And Bat going to cross the start-finish line for his white flag. And next car in line can go now. That would be Ace Hunter, I believe. Yep, he is able to go now. Fungi lineup click the qualify button and line up on the backstretch behind the line of cars. Or whoever's not in yet. Bat on his white flag lap as it's Ace Under taking the green for the first time. Bat behind Paddywicke on his first lap. Can he improve on this other lap here? On the second lap, Bat ends up no gain on his lap time. He's going to end up second to last. Oh, maybe some problems, some implications there for him. Now it's Ace Under on his first lap. About to come to his second lap. Is he going to be able to hang on? Ace Under, where does he clock in? White flag for Ace Under. Lib, you can go. Number 81, Lib and Dot, you can go. Ace Under right in front of Paddywicke. And again, you are able to practice in this game. You had like 2 weeks, I believe, to practice, or a week. Only 1 week. Yep, 1 week to practice, and that is going to be the start of Lib's first lap. Ace Under out of turns 3 and 4. He crosses the start-finish line. He's going to move all the way up to 5th place. A solid lap for Ace Under. And all you got to do at this point, I believe, since Fungi is here now, beat 9 cars. Lib up the racetrack in turns 3 and 4. Yeah, that's 9 DNQs now. Mabel Ave, you can go. That's D5 champion, Mabel Ave. Crazy to get off the racetrack. If we do see more drivers on the racetrack, it will be an automatic DNQ. And now Mabel Ave enters his white flag lap. And Lib, second to last for Lib on his first lap. He's going to have to make some improvements. All you got to do is beat 9 cars at this point. You will be in. Lib finishes it off. Second to last. Huge problems for Lib. A challenging lap. Unfortunate implications. Here comes May through turns 3 and 4 up the racetrack again. Noisy 724, you can go. Great to see Noisy make a row racing return. Mabel Ave, his first lap. It's going to be 5th to last. And here comes Noisy. Going to take the green flag for the first time. Mabel Ave on his second lap. In this number 2. Man, I like single car qualifying. You know, it really adds to the elements. We might have to make it 1 lap, though, on bigger tracks. But Mabel Ave stays in where he was positioned originally, so going to be interesting. Yeah, group qualifying, also a good suggestion from Bighorn, but, you know, it's just what part of how it is. And next in line is JTR. JTR, you can go. Noisy's lap. Top of the board! Noisy 724 will be racing. He sets the provisional pole. Unbelievable. JTR takes the green flag. And here comes Noisy to finish it off. Can he improve on his lap time? No improvement. But Noisy sits top of the board. And here's JTR in his first lap on the apron. Problems for JTR. All right, DG, you can go. DG is next and will be driving now. And JTR on his first lap, it's going to be, a solid 7th to last. Nathan, the Dennis fan, already leaving. It just doesn't seem like he will be racing, unfortunately. Oh, but he's back in. DG takes the green flag. JTR up the racetrack again on the entry. And now up the way up the racetrack through turns 3 and 4. Problems for JTR. He crosses the line and no improvement on his first lap. So he'll have to delete his car. And right now on the racetrack, it is DG in the number 73. Next up, Draft, you can go. That's B_draft. Next up to qualify. Let's take a look at DG. DG 3rd to last on her first lap. And here comes Draft to take the green flag. DG is pretty good 3 and 4 so far. Slips up the racetrack, though. And crossing the checkered flag. DG ends up 3rd to last, so maybe some struggles there. It's going to be interesting to see if DG can hang on. And Draft is going to cross the start-finish line for his first time. Next up is going to be Big Corn. Big Corn, go. Nathan the Dennis fan will not be racing tonight. Unfortunate. And who just went? Draft 4th on the board for his first lap. Serious implications. And here comes Big Corn for his green flag lap. And now it's Draft. Where will Draft finish off? Will Draft be able to beat Noisy? 2nd on the board for Draft. How about that? Next up, Big Corn. Big Corn through 3 and 4. Very good wrap into the corners. Next up, Fusion Core go. Fusion Core. It's not in the 34. Going to be in the 87 this season. Big Corn going to be looking like maybe 8th on the board right there for the first lap. Looking to get better here on the second lap. Let's take a look at we're getting reports. Liv is not going to race as well. It puts DG on the cut line. Big Corn for his second lap. It's going to end up being crossing the line. No, I think he improved like 1 spot there on Braxton. And now for the first lap for Fusion Core. Will Fusion Core be able to qualify into the race? Next up is going to be Caleb. Caleb, go. And for Fusion Core, top of the board for Fusion Core. 0.08 of a second over Noisy. And now DG is going to be not qualifying. Now Bat is right on the cut line. Oh, unfortunate for Bat. And Caleb takes the green flag now for the first time. Bat on the cut. Then it's going to be Pattywick on the cut. Still got 6 drivers to go. Fusion Core improves on his lap time. 0.04 of a second gain on his second lap. Has Truck Boy also close to getting cut. Caleb's first lap, it's going to be, we'll have to find out. Next up can go, that is going to be Cam, D3 champion. And Caleb, 2nd to last. Sitting below the line right now. Will Caleb be able to improve? Cam takes the green flag. Yeah, this is fun. This is fun, to watch and see. Caleb up the racetrack in turns 3 and 4. All the way up to the wall almost. Caleb looking like he will not qualify. He crosses the line. 2nd to last. Caleb will not be racing. Heartbreaking. Now here's Cam for his first lap. What's it going to be? Suramaru, you can go. Cam, going to sit. Oh, 2nd to last on the cut. It's going to put Bat out of the cut line. Bat will not be racing. Unfortunate. Pattywick now sitting on the cut. Suramaru takes the green flag. Cam is second lap. A really good turns 3 and 4. Sitting really close to that cut line. Will Cam be able to improve? No. It's going to be 2nd to last for Cam on the cut line. 14th. Oh, no. Unfortunate for Cam. Suramaru, what can he set? And it's going to be Water Hydrates. You can go, Water Hydrates, the reigning champion. Suramaru above the cut line. Pattywick is out. Unfortunate for him. Suramaru clocks in 12th. Now it's Cam on the cut line. And your reigning champion, Water Hydrates, and the number 13 highlighter is now going to try to put Cam out of the cut. And it's going to be Suramaru, second lap. What's it going to be? No improvement. He sits 12th, but I think he's good enough to make the race. Apparently a slight improvement on his lap. Water. What's he going to set? Next up, Yeet Beat. Yeet Beat 2729 can go. Water hydrates. Third on the board. He will be racing. Cam out of the cut. Unfortunate. And here comes Yeet Beat. Going to take the green flag. Can Water Hydrates maybe get the pole here on his last lap? Water Hydrates. Turns 3 and 4 are triable. Third on the board. No gain. And now Yeet Beat. What's it going to be? Here comes... Oh, Mako has been added to the lineup, it looks like. Yeet Beat. Where does he get? All right, Funky go. Yeet Beat gonna say, oh, he's gonna race. Yeet Beat 7th on the board. Hess on the cut. Oh my gosh. Nah, that's crazy. Mabel Ave, your D5 champ. Oh man, this is getting intense. Yeet Beat crosses the line. No gain on his second lap, but will race and will currently sit 7th. Fungi up the racetrack a little in turns 3 and 4. Final qualifier, Mako Draco can begin his lap. Fungi boots Hess Truck Boy out and will race. Fungi sits, I believe, 11th. And now it's Suramaru. It's going to be Mako who has to knock out Suramaru. The fans, in the stands are all awaiting to see what the outcome of this is going to be. Fungi going to cross the start-finish line. Will he improve? I think he might have moved up a spot there over Timmy. And now it's time. Here we go. Mako up the racetrack in turns 3 and 4. Going to have one last opportunity. It's going to be the final lap of qualifying. Not good enough for Mako. Mako, third to last on that lap. Suramaru is still in the race. Mako down the back straightaway for the final time in qualifying. Through turns 3 and 4, he's got a perfect line. He gets on the apron, looking to be good. Was he on the apron too long, though? Crossing the start-finish line. It's going to be... Oh, by one spot! By one spot, Mako misses it. 0.013, Suramaru will be racing in the Siagow Network 500. How about that? Major implications, guys. Major implications. And we will shut down the server. Soon enough here. All right. I have no words for this moment. I don't even know what's going on. All right. Gonna shut down the server. Actually, we do not need to shut down the server. I don't think we need to. All right, yeah, we're not gonna shut it down, guys. We are good. No need to do that. Yeah, plus we can keep the results and stuff sitting right in front of us. Fusion core on the pole. All right, line up in the qualifying order. It's going to be Fusion core first. Noisy second. Water third. Draft fourth. Crazy fifth. Colt sixth. EP seventh. Jackson eighth. Funky ninth. Timmy 10th. Ace Under 11th. Big Corn 12th. Braxton 13th. JTR 14th. And Suramaru 15th. You know, guys, why I was so silent for so long there is I thought we had serious problems with the red cut line. I kept counting for names above the red cut line, you know. I kept counting 16 drivers. So I was like, shoot, Suramaru qualified 60. But after I kept counting, kept counting 16. But after finally counting correctly, I counted 15. So scary moments. Yeah, not sure, but Suramaru is in. So as you can see, and it looks like we are missing drivers here. Eat beat. Now let's take the series guidebook channel here. Let's take a look at what we got. Let's see. Everyone should have read the rules, so trying to take a look at certain rules here. Okay. All right. All right. We're good. Are we ready for the Siagow Network 500? Let's take a look at our schedule channel. 45 laps. 45 laps. No stages. A new implication, full season points format. 45 laps here today. You know, it's gonna be quick. You know, it's quick races. As we get our camera back working, we appreciate Noisy for making comment there on that. All right, here we go. Now, cautions are going to be the same typical caution rules that we had before. You know, you flip, it's a caution. No dive bombing these corners, though. You know, we last lap, you get slammed down there. There might be some controversy. So, you know, but don't just turn down there to make passes. Don't do what Gator did in the no caution series, or what Oscar did in the no caution series. Just completely turn down, you know. Here we go. Are we ready? Must be touching these red blocks at all times. And if you jump the restart, you will have to go straight to the back of the field. Water hydrates. Touch them red blocks. The brand new Mustang 2024 Mustang Dark Horse on water hydrates car, as well as a couple others. What an elite group of drivers in this race. Here we go. It is time for the green flag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag is in the air. Season 4 is underway. Noisy to the outside. Fusion core to the bottom. Already we got drivers in the back. They're 5 wide in the back. Obviously, there hasn't been a pack this big in a long, long time here in the Sour Studios Racing Series. So the question is, these drivers getting speeds up to 325 studs per second. Crazy speeds. You might actually have to lift in the corners because of how much the draft is in these corners. Draft on the inside there, making some contact with a couple of drivers. We make it through one lap clean. Water Hydrates will lead the first lap of Season 4. Braxton on the inside. Reports say Yeetbeat 2729 struggling with some lag. Serious problems. Draft their cars forcing each other. Aggressive racing. Way in the back, but it's a side-by-side battle for the lead. Fusion Core going to get the clean air. Trouble inside. It's Suramaru and Fungi into the inside wall. We stay green. And now Suro back up into Jackson. Cars Noisy starts second. He is now in 14th. And no stages, so hypothetically, this race could go green the entire duration. So it's going to be interesting to see if there's any moments this season where we see full green flag racing. Fusion Core to the lead. No DNQers are allowed to race at all, even if someone leaves before halfway, or DNFs, unless it's before the start of the race. That is a rule written in the guidebook everyone should have read. So, Fusion Core still leading. Here comes Water Hydrates. You see? I mean, you see it. You see Water get tight. He slips up the racetrack. That's just an element of that, you know? It's just an element of that kind of deal. Fusion up the racetrack. And yes, you know, typical, you know, you are able to pass below the white line, but it's the dive bombing, you know. That's where problems are going to happen. And you see no caution so far. This is truly something. Water almost gets turned from the lead there. Able to hang on its draft in second. Bighorn in third. Some elite drivers in row. Oh, trouble in the bow! Big trouble! Huge problems in the back. It's Adorable Jackson upside down. It'll bring out the first caution of the race. Racing back to the start finish line. It's going to be Draft. Wins the race back. Hard crash in the back. And it's going to bring out the caution flag now. We do not line up in standings order. You line up by my voice based off the live stream. And we just got to thank all the viewers watching right now. 11 concurrent viewers. Make sure you invite your friends. Let's take a look at what happened here. Stream viewers aren't going to be able to see it, of course. Let's take a look at what ensued. This is racing for, it looks like, 10th place. That's Ace Hunter who comes back up the racetrack into Jackson. And somehow Jackson flips out of that whole deal. Very interesting wreck. It's the first one of the season. And it's going to be here. Line up in this exact order based on my voice. It's going to be Draft first, Bighorn second, Fusion third, Water fourth, Braxton fifth, Timmy sixth, Suramaru seventh, Crazy eighth, JTR ninth, Colt 10th, Noisy 11th, Fungi 12th, Yeetbeat 13th. It's going to be Ace Under 14th and Adorable Jackson 15th. And trouble lining up here for a couple of drivers. I believe Suramaru is in 7th. Yes, Suramaru is in 7th, so potentially do we see our first? Well, Suramaru. Let's take a look. Looks like Suramaru was looking at the standings order, which does say he is 6th, but we do review all finishes after the start-finish line, and we go based off of that order. So we got to be listening in the VC critical element, which is why stage VC is required. But it is our first caution of the race involving 3 drivers way in the back. All right, Water Hydrates is now back. 5. Crazy, get inside. 2, 1. Green flag back in the air. Couple cars struggling to get their cars going in the back, but it's Draft and Bighorn. Racing here. Man, this is going to be a pretty interesting season. Got a lot of really, really good drivers. Take a look at the new Ford Mustang on some of these cars. Looks very, very good in the pack. Obviously coming to the real-life NASCAR Cup Series. Draft forcing hard for the lead. Bighorn on the inside. How is Bighorn going to take that? Here he comes. He's going to move to the outside here. He's going to stay in line. It's another lap made clean. I mean, these are quick races. You know, I think 20, 25 minutes if they stay green the whole way. I think 22 and a half. So, you know, you got to get track position quickly. And there's XT_NoobKiller XX Colt. Trouble in the back. Fungi sideways. But, you know, there's Colt. That number 47, a D1 winner from Season 3. But he did not make the playoffs, so it's going to be interesting to see what he's capable of here. He was the Sauer Studios Siagow Modified's failed season champion. I mean, I don't know if those really count as official championships, but you see in the back, these drivers, see Noisy, who had great qualifying setup. Contact for the lead. Big corner draft going at it. Here comes Brexton to the inside. But those drivers in the back, they're going to have to make something work. And these cars aren't set up to be so slow now and so pack racing like. You know, you do get spread out racing. Yeah, I mean, these would be 280 studs if they were the old setups. But now they're 320 plus with draft. So, oh, Braxton to the 3 wide for the lead. Bighorn on the outside. Bighorn running a throwback shoot hard into Braxton on the inside. Braxton back up into him. Major implications. And you know, the thing about these races is there's no longer stage points. You don't have to race hard for that final third of the race. You can cruise these 40 laps in, get aggressive at the end. Timmy to the inside. Adorable Jackson just was upside down moments ago. He's going to make his way to the highest he's ever been. Adorable Jackson, no Mardog Made League wins. He did win a Mardog's No Caution Series class victory, but those technically do not count as official wins. So he's trying, I mean, he's came so close so many times, so we'll have to see if things change. Timmy is gone. Yeah, I might have to rejoin at the next caution. Struggling, the whole top 3, we don't even have a spectate option for. So we'll have to fix that. But Timmy with the lead. Noisy making some time here. He's all the way up here into the top, looks like, whatever group. But yeah, you see what happens, you know, when you narrow it down to some of the cleanest drivers we've had. I mean, you get some pretty good racing. This is some of the greatest racing we've ever seen in a Mardog Made League. I mean, this track really is fun. And I just feel bad. I feel bad for one person. That's Hess Truck Boy. Man, you know, you got to feel for him. It's unfortunate. It's going to put him at a series. You know, that's one of our championship favorites. It's going to put him at a deficit. But if you win the race, you get 185 points. If you get second, you get 170. So that's a 15-point difference. So for winning. So you have to get there. Look at this pack racing. Braxton slips all the way to the back. You see Fungi and Yeepy taking it easy way in the back. Yeepy struggling with some lag problems. Ace Sunder up to second. You see a lot of drivers coming and going here from the back to the front. Mr. Crazy Bubba, your D2 deserving champion, you could say. But I believe it was Timmy is gone and won the D2 champion. He's in the wall. All sorts of problems in the back. Noisy 724 there, 4 wide. JTR into the inside wall with Fungi. Big problems. Here comes Bighorn. He's still leading. And it's been like, oh, bumper lock. Draft hits a bump. There's more cars in the grass. Draft going to have to get back on the racetrack. He does successfully, and I believe that is crazy in the back. Oh, trouble! Spinner. It's Timmy is gone, and JTR making some contact in the back, but they get it saved. We stay green. Now things starting to get even more spread out. Only one caution so far, and we are getting to our point where we're a third through the race. Draft to the inside with Bighorn. Where are these bloods going? All the way up the race. Oh, water hydrates! Gets turned in front of the field. It's a single car spin. We stay green. You see maybe some tempers flaring between Draft and Bighorn, but obviously as the rules state, continuous things like that could result in a ban from the race or even from the series if it happens on a race-to-race basis. But look at this. It's after that spin, it is a 6-car pack. I mean, at this point, it's like the Sauer Studios No Caution series with how they're spread out trying to work together. Water almost flipped there, but he doesn't, and it's going to keep the race green. Braxton spins to the inside. Fungi also way on the inside. You see all sorts of implications. Fungi and Braxton have to lift off there, get back at the racetrack. They are racing very hard in that second pack. It's allowing this front group to pull away. Bighorn. Here comes Suramaru to the inside. Suramaru, a Championship 4 contender for numerous seasons in D1. Season 1 and Season 2, I believe. Came oh so close in Season 1. Season 2, fun fact, we didn't even have a singular championship race. It was a 3-race championship round. Looking back at it, I mean, it was kind of, yeah, looking back at it, I don't even know. It's too hard to explain what we should have, would have done back in those times. But, it was a decent idea. I prefer we just would have got rid of stages for that round. But yeah, Stormaro leads. Adorable Jackson side by side. This is some great racing. You see the whole pack is caught up. What a great racetrack Siagow Network Motor Speedway is. And I don't know if we're gonna have a season 5 of this next year. So this could be the last Mardog Made League race at this racetrack. Contact Stormaro might have gotten into some other cars there, and that's gonna send Fusion Core around. And now these two have been bumping, beating, and baiting. It is Draft and Bighorn. How are they going to hit on water? Oh, there goes Colt to the inside, but it is yet again another single car spin. It appears Fungi has gone around in the back. We missed it on the camera. Got it saved. Single car spin. JTR going for the lead. Look at this. Adorable Jackson to the inside. Here comes Surmar. He's going to give Jackson a big shove. Where does he go? He pushes JTR. JTR trying to hang on to that inside line. Bighorn going to clear himself for the lead. Things are flying by. We're almost halfway. JTR getting turned on the inside. Back into Crazy. Noisy 724. Oh! Crazy have to get back up on the racetrack. A horrendous attempt at getting back up on the racetrack. It's going to be a 1 out of 3 for Crazy. We don't really have a warrant system in this, but it's the malicious things like that are going to get 1 out of 3s. Completely malicious intent things like that. Yeah, it looks like some mechanical problems for Crazy, brake failures, but I don't expect anyone to ever get kicked from these races. But it is some great race. Still only 1 caution so far in these races. In this race, JTR going to get in front of Draft, and he moves up to 3rd. Racing hard, and look how spread out it is. I mean, it really is like a no caution series race with how, spread out it is. And we've had some of the greatest no caution races at this racetrack. About half a year ago, Noisy forcing Braxton there. Oh, there goes Noisy. He gets turned off the front end. I think he might have came down there. JTR up the racetrack. Almost halfway. I mean, it is still a very good race. Oh, JTR continuing to get beaten and banged up there. Draft, though, hitting in 3rd. I mean, it's been Jackson, Bighorn, and Draft really up front for a majority. And look at Fusion Core. He got turned a couple laps ago. Same with Water. These guys are back up front, so they got some strong speed to be able to make these maneuvers. Fusion Core up to 3rd. He won the pole for this race. Oh, he's going to get into Bighorn. Whoa, Bighorn, really good corner there. He uses the extra bumping. And you see Fungi maybe even losing the Draft now. Fungi, one of the greater drivers of the series. Mardog's No Caution Series champion in the COT class. So, kind of got to watch. So we'll see if Fungi hoping for a caution really at this point. Water Hydrates to the inside of Bighorn. Here he goes. Water Hydrates. Not a whole lot of people a fan of him. Apparently in other row racing leagues, he's done some extremely malicious things. So might not be on the greatest of people's minds here. But hopefully everyone just races him clean. And starting to pull away here is this top 3. Really, really crazy stuff here. I mean, we're already over halfway. Personally, I was thinking we get a lot more cautions. Jackson slips up on the exit. It's going to allow Bighorn to get right there. And you see these guys racing in the back. The question is, can they get back up front? See, Yeetbeat might have gone around way in the back. He's racing with Fungi there for 14th place. Adorable Jackson starting to pull away. There is clean air. Oh! Flip in the back! Trouble, hard trouble! Caution waves. It's Ace Thunder, I believe, who's gone upside down. It is. Huge problems way in the tail end of the field, and that's Noisy involved. Up in the air, way in the corner screen. I'm lucky that I saw it. It was really far back. Timmy spins across the start-finish line. And it appears And crossing line, Noisy going to win the race back over Ace Thunder. Let's take a look at what occurred. Appreciate all the viewers tuning in live here. Let's take a look at what happened. I mean, he's already spin. Yeah, this is my bad for the stream. I always got to. I'm going to rejoin here, I believe, so we can get some spectate improvements. He's already spun around. That's the thing. And then it's going to be Noisy who plows into him. Bringing him upside down, a multi-car wreck. It would have been a caution anyways, even if it was a single car, because it just was not, there was no visuals at the time. So let's take a look at our starting lineup, though, for this one. We're going to have to rejoin, just me, to fix our spectate system. All right, here's our lineup. Lineup in the order of my voice, not standing. It's going to be Jackson first, Water second, Bighorn third, Fusion fourth, Colt fifth, Draft sixth, Braxton seventh, JTR 8th, Surmaro 9th, Timmy 10th, JTR going to be 11th, Fungi 12th, Deep Beat 13th, Noisy 14th, and Ace Thunder going to end up 15th. So I'm just going to rejoin here and fix the spectate system so we can spectate everyone so we don't have to screw ourselves out of these wrecks on the camera. And some maybe more problems lining up here for some of these drivers. That's Suramaru. Crazy, not paying attention. It's going to result in us taking a revamped look. Crazy is 11th. Please be listening in. The BC apparently wasn't here, so unfortunate. It's going to be a 20-lap shootout. It's our second caution. And now it's going to be interesting to see what happens. 20 laps. Suramaru, touch the red. And now for the start of this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag back in the air. Couple cars slow to get it going. It's Adorable Jackson who takes the lead. Fusion Core, challenging restart. He's going to lose 4 positions in one corner. Up the racetrack goes multiple cars. Draft, Braxton all in the back. And Bighorn trying to take the lead now. Man, Adorable Jackson really wants this win. But Water's going to give Bighorn a shove to the lead. Oh, trouble in the back. Noisy and Ace Thunder. Both getting a little slow down. Water to the inside. Ugh. Trying to hang on. Here comes Timmy. Oh, trouble. He beat Colt in the wall. It's a single car spin. It's a single car spin. We stay green. Will Colt be able to catch up? Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if Colt can catch up there. I mean, you can see already the aggression picking up. Whoa, here we go. Yeah, Crazy enough to get on the brakes. Oh, yeah, I see what he means. He was on the brakes. Just turns right there. Kind of do see what he means. Suramaru getting big help from Bighorn here. Where's he going to go on Jackson? He goes to the outside. Not going to get there. Colt should be in draft range. Here comes Fungi, who's been taking a chill all day now. Getting up front here, late in the going. Drivers in the back, hungry to get up front. Here comes Fungi to the inside. Jackson hard, trying to tail. Oh, he's somehow able to clear Bighorn there. Crossing the start-finish line. Jackson able to hang on to the lead. Bighorn into him. Here comes Fungi. Where does Fungi go? Noisy and Ace under hard contact in the back. Tempers flaring maybe at that point. Not sure what's going on, but Jackson some domination here. But here comes Water Hydrates and Fungi. Double wide here. 16 laps to go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure on the schedule we had to Charlotte for 50 laps next Thursday. So it'll be interesting. Any trouble? Crazy getting turned. They all save it again. And pretty much 5 wide for a moment there. Timmy back up the racetrack. Draft getting turned. Saves it. Now Fungi looking for the lead. Fungi lift off a little. Thank you. Yeah, we also try to avoid just straight up grass passing. Might have to be told to lift up a position. Funky to the inside. Jackson up the racetrack. It's going to allow JTR to take the lead. Jackson trying to get into that inside line. Is he going to be able to get there? He does. And now he's going to make a move for second. JTR been up front for a good portion. You've seen him get into the top 5 for a couple points during this race. Oh, noisy, and it looks like maybe one of the white Fords there getting in on the inside. It's been a challenging race for Noisy. I mean, we're less than 15 to go. At this point, you got to get things going. You see Ace Hunter again into the outside wall. That's crazy going with him. 3 cars were 3 wide for a moment there. Enters the JTR off the track. Here comes Brexton and the 0-0. Oh, Suramaru. Oh, hard problems in the back. It's water hydrates. Into the As Dead as a Rock Avatar. That's going to bring out the caution. All sorts of names going right. Yeah, we got a lot of names. JTR, can he win the race back, or does Jackson have... Oh, he's going to get turned. Problems in the back up the racetrack. Losing multiple positions. It's going to be JTR who wins the race back. More cars getting turned across the start-finish line. And for water hydrates, going to be an unfortunate situation for him. Getting late in the race here. Adorable Jackson was getting turned by Braxton, but the question is, did he come down? Braxton was to his inside. He gets shoved. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like he did kind of go on the apron there. See how that settles out. Here's the order. It's going to be JTR first, Fusion second, Draft third, Braxton fourth, Fungi fifth, Jackson sixth, Suramaru seventh, Yeetbeat eighth, Colt ninth, Noisy 10th, Bighorn 11th, Timmy 12th, Crazy 13th, Ace Under 14th, and Water Hydrate's going to be 15th. And it appears that Crazy is trying to line up still. It appears we might be missing cars. Let's take a look. Yeetbeat says that I said he was 9th. Let's take a remaster look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, let's take a look here. Third. See how that settles out. Here's the order. It's going to be JTR first, Fusion second, Draft third, Braxton fourth, Fungi fifth, Jackson sixth, Suramaru seventh, Yeetbeat eighth. Well, Yeetbeat, we did say 8th. Looking back at the stream, so it must just be a audio input problem with how similar 8th and 9th sound. You know, you got the high-pitched vowels to begin those letters. So Yeetbeat is 8th. It's going to be Colt 9th. That's what it comes down to for that. And we got Ace Hunter here. What has happened to the number 35 Spirit Ford? He said AFK 1 minute. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Guys got to be AFK. I know it's like, you know, if the race was still green, would they be AFK? No. So, kind of just how it goes down. Interesting implications. Timmy says, killing Mr. Crazy Bubba now in the chat. Maybe some drama between the Timmy Motorsports teammates. Gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be a 12-lap shootout. 12-lap shootout here. Here we go. Touch the red blocks. Or you will be black flag. JTR, Fusion Core. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag back in the air. JTR with the lead. Braxton looking at the outside of Fusion Core. Double file throughout the whole field. 3 wide in the back. That's Bighorn, one of the bigger series names, as well as Timmy, a former champion of D1 and D2. Trying to catch back up to the front. It's been kind of a rough race for Timmy. Maybe he's just saving all the speed for that. Fungi puts Fusion Core up the racetrack. Yeah, once it comes down. Oh, noisy around. Single car spin. Here comes Suramaru to the inside of JTR. Gonna take that second position away. Now it's Draft starting to pull away. Can Draft open up the season with a win? Here comes Surmar with a huge run. Oh, Braxton in the inside wall. Pack up the racetrack for Baker. Oh, upside down goes Ace Under. Huge crash in the back, then caution waves. 4 cars taking a spin. Wow, Yeet beat. Huge problems. More trouble on the front straightaway. Yeet beat. Hard problems. I believe he did cross the start-finish line, though, once he got airborne there. Let's take a look at what occurred. Yeah, these drivers just really know where to go. You know, they come from the inside. They're trying to. You see, you know, when you're on the inside like that, and there's a visible attempter trying not to kill the field, then you're not going to get penalties. You see, Braxton was trying to straighten out the car at that speed. Same with Bighorn. They both were trying to straighten out the car. Bighorn got into JTR. Braxton got into Ace Under in water. It ultimately will bring out the caution, though. And let's take a look at what happened to Yeet Beat here. You see, he's going to make his way through. He ramps off the ramp. And he crosses the start-finish line, so he will be able to start higher than what he may have been starting before. It's the biggest wreck of the day, no doubt. It's going to be Draft first, Surmar second, Jackson third, Crazy fourth, Bighorn fifth, Water sixth, JTR seventh, Fusion eighth. Braxton ninth. I believe that's Braxton's car. Colt 10th, Bungie 11th, Noisy 12th. Ace Under 13th, Yeet Beat 14th, and Timmy 15th. Here we go. 10-lap shootout. We already see the cautions starting to stack up. We are getting close to the end of this race. Trouble up front, some beef up in the top two. Both of them might end up with a black flag if they don't get on the red here before this restart. 2, 1. Green flag back in the air. Surmar puts Draft in the grass. This could be a serious rivalry that is brewing here. Here comes Crazy to the inside. Noisy puts Colt up into the outside wall. And there comes JTR as well, sitting there in the 14. Whoa, more action in the back of the pack. Jackson gets turned to the inside, uses it to his advantage, and is able to make a pass on Crazy. There's, looks like maybe Surmar down into Braxton there. Here comes Bighorn with a huge shot from JTR. He's going to bring it to Jackson. Noisy into the inside grass, back up the racetrack. Adorable Jackson takes the lead. One of the more dominant cars. Braxton turned off the front end of Surmar. Appeared to his bumper lock. And now Surmar getting turned by appears Crazy. They come to a stop in the back, but they get it saved, and we stay green. Ace Under hard on the wall. It's a single car spin. Single car spin for Ace Under. Bighorn now trying to keep it going. Here comes JTR. Bighorn forcing hard, trying to keep the lead, but JTR, is he going to get there? Not clear enough. Oh, Jackson to the inside. Oh, big trouble in front. They're 4 wide for the lead. And there's 2 packs of cars now. Oh, Water gets turned. It's a single car spin. Single car spin for Water Hydrates. Could we go green to the finish? And guarantee you with that back half of the field is what Jackson slams Draft. Noisy spins. Can Bighorn hang on now? He's starting to pull away as these guys race hard for second. Corn up the racetrack just a little. And a lot of these guys got banned from Season 3. So this is like their first ever race at this racetrack. This is one of the newer tracks. So all sorts of new implications. There's Yeet Beat starting to make his way up through the field. I believe that's maybe Surmar on the back slamming Noisy. Tempers flaring potentially. Here comes Timmy. We haven't seen him much up front, but here he is. Coming to 5 laps to go. And if you're in this front pack, you don't want a caution. You don't want the field to get bunched back up. But if you're in that back pack, you want the caution flags to fly. You want to see the, a free pass back up, with an opportunity. And here comes JTR in the 14. One of the bigger surprises of the race. He shoves Bighorn up the racetrack. Bighorn able to get the rotation and get back down. Now the pack is pretty much all one again. 5 to go. Where does JTR go? Does he stay patient? take a look at our schedule for the remaining races, but that's not important. Here comes Jackson. Where's he going to go? He's going to shove JTR. He had an opportunity to go to the inside. Likely would have. Oh, everyone in the grass. Fungi back up the racetrack. 4 laps remain. Bighorn up the track. Can he clear JTR? Look at that, using the momentum to his advantage. He's able to get clear of JTR. Bighorn just has to lead these next 3.5 laps. He will win the Siagow Network 500. That's going to be interesting to see because on this lap, cars might get forced. Now, if you get forced into a dive bomb situation, rules might vary on that. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be, oh, Bighorn goes around. Oh, he doesn't flip the car over. Oh, Fungi around him. He flips over. The caution's going to wave late. Fungi goes upside down. Back up front. The caution waves. We're going to have a 2-lap shootout. Racing back to the line. Can Draft hang on? JTR turns Bighorn. And racing back to the start-finish line, we're going to have a 2-lap shootout. Let's take a look at what happened on the stream. Let's take a look at all from the beginning. So Bighorn is going to be in the grass. Oh, yeah, that is JTR. He comes down on Draft, turns Bighorn. Man, yeah, Bighorn, he didn't want to flip it because that would have been a DNF probably if he just would have backed it over the wall. But then you see Fungi, he comes down on Brexton, it looks like, and then flips it over. Smart move by Fungi, really, in the end, to get that caution just by flipping it. Because he could have tried to save it, but at that point, I don't think he would have ever been able to catch up, or Bighorn, or Brexton. So, going to see a caution flag here late in the race. Maybe the 5th caution of the race. Draft first, Timmy second, Liv third. No, my bad. It's going to be Draft first, Timmy second, Fusion Core third. A Jackson 4th, Crazy 5th, Colt 6th, Beat 7th, Stormaro 8th. It's going to be Ace Under 9th, JTR 10th, Water 11th, Noisy 12th, Bighorn 13th, Braxton 14th, and Fungi 15th. That is the order for this 2-lap shootout. Now, if you're in the back at this point, it's just, get all the positions you can. It's a full season points format. It's going to be hard to maintain in championship contention. So, man. 2-lap shootouts, not overtime. Not overtime. Things are going to get crazy. Now, if you're on the outside, don't angle the car onto the bank. Noisy. Unacceptable behavior. Here we go. No jumping the restart. 2-lap shootout. Who's going to win? Green flag is in the air. Draft to the lead. Here we go. 2-lap shootout at Siagow Network Motor Speedway. Bighorn and Fungi contact in the back. Horrific problems in the back. Fungi up into Bighorn in the back. Major rivalries back there. Oh, there goes Suramaru. Turn to the inside. Are they going to make it back to the start-finish line? They are going crazy way in the back, but it looks like they're going to do it. It's going to come down to Draft. Caution waves before the line, and Timmy flips over. The caution is going to wave. Turn around. And this is the controversial moment you don't want to see. Timmy flips over. Saves it, but at that point, the caution comes out quick on the button. But the question is, did the caution come before the start-finish line? I'm pretty sure it did. If it doesn't, it's gonna be a really bad look. We pray for implications like this to be all right. Caution came out before the start-finish line. After further review, take a look at series announcements in the Discord. As you can see, you see Timmy's car upside down. And Draft not cross the start-finish line with the caution up on the top. So we are going to overtime. Yep. I always got my finger right on the yellow whenever we are about to cross the finish line. I mean, you see it too. You see Timmy about to get turned. It's like, kind of just got to throw it at that point. I mean, he did save it, but, we didn't know he was going to save it when he was flipping, so we had to throw the caution quick. We try to avoid these situations here, but unfortunately. And now we're going to have to try to line them up here. It's going to be interesting because we didn't get a great angle. Let's see. It's going to be Draft first. We're going to have to go all the way back in the stream to see if we can find what this is. And that's Ace Under turns Timmy. Draft first, Crazy second, Ace Under third, Colt fourth, Yeet Beat fifth. It's going to be JTR sixth. It'll be Fusion Core seventh, Jackson eighth, Timmy ninth, Noisy 10th, Water 11th, Braxton 12th, Fungi 13th, Big Corn 14th, and Suramaru 15th. I mean, there was all sorts of chaos in the back between these three drivers, Suramaru, Fungi, and Big Corn. So at that point, I don't know what they're doing. Crazy, get off the top banking. There'll be no top banking usage allowed until the red blocks go away. Here we go. Oh, problems. We have to make adjustments to our lap counter. It is overtime 1. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag is in the air. 2 laps to go once again. Crazy clear draft. Oh, he's getting turned. Oh, draft gets turned, but he's able to get side by side. Crazy backs off. They're still going at it way in the back. And here comes Ace Under. Coming to the white flag. Going at it in the back, and draft hang on. 1 lap to go. These guys, they got to work together. Look at this. Draft is going away with it. Timmy on his side. Here comes Water. Is Fusion going to have anything for him? Braxton gets turned in the back. He slams Noisy. Braxton around. 1 final attempt for Fusion Core. Is he going to have enough? Oh, there's a big flip on the last lap. It's Ace Under. Fungi and Suramaru also in the wall. Here comes Fusion Core to the inside. The winner is going to be Draft. Wins the Siagow Network 500 in a photo finish. V_Draft wins at Siagow Network Motor Speedway. In a crazy last lap. Cars turning each other. But it's going to be none other than V_Draft gets the win. One of the favorites coming in. And all sorts of tempers flaring. I'll have to see if anyone, I don't know, do we see someone drop out of the league after that? Hopefully not. We hope to keep our roster in place. Draft burns it down. He has won the first race of the season. Hard wrecks there on that last lap. That was a cool wreck with Ace Under. Came back up the racetrack, unfortunately. Tagged Suramaru. And Draft gets the win. How about that? He burns it down. Standing should be out right away. You don't have all the gimmicks to add to the points now. But Draft burns it down for the win. We go to Charlotte for the next race. But Draft able to win the first race of Season 4. Definitely going to be interesting to see who else can get down. A photo finish, too. How about that? Fusion Core so close. But there it is, Draft in victory lane once again. Very much anticipation for this one. But it's going to be interesting to see how it all comes down in the next one. It's going to be Draft who wins this race. Well, I suppose that will do it for this one. Man, great to be back. We'll have to see how the rest of the 19 races go. We go to Charlotte next. That's going to be, similar. I think you're going to see some lifting there. Michigan Gonna be similar to this. Archimedes, that's full throttle super speedway racing. Crazy racing. Auto Club. But then once you get to mild high speedway, you begin to see skilled, the skill kind of comes in a lot. Rockingham, Bat Tech Speedway, Sour Speedway, Bat Tech. Those would be some major skill racetracks. Full braking pretty much in those corners. Gonna be fun to watch. See what it comes down to. But that's gonna do it. We gotta thank everyone for tuning in. Gotta thank all the drivers, all 7 watching right now, and all 90 that tuned in total. Gotta appreciate everyone who took